Vegfest in London, and it was really good, but it was also very depressing, and I kind of just want to talk about that today. Vegfest was massive. There was like cakes and cooked food and cheeses, and there was like t-shirts and all sorts of merchandise and this kind of thing. There was a bodybuilding competition. There was just every aspect of veganism that you can really consider was there. There was like charities there and like cow sanctuaries, and it was just such a lovely place. But there was this moment where I was in the queue and I was ordering this, what was it called? It was like Jake's steak. What rhymes? Jake's steak. Was it Jake? I don't know, maybe I'm just saying Jake because it rhymes. Anyway, there was like a steak sandwich place and I was in the queue for that. And I was just thinking about how lovely it is that, you know, we didn't have to worry about whether there was any contamination or whether our food was being cooked in like the same oil that animal products have been cooked in, and just being around people who think the same way that I think. And it was so lovely, but at the same time, I genuinely nearly cried when I was in this queue, when everything just sort of like hit me. And it's because I've gone to conventions before. I've gone to like Comic-Con and, you know, like film conventions, and I know there's many more for like specific franchises and this kind of thing. And it's that feeling of being amongst people who have similar interests to you is really good. And then I realized that what I was essentially at Vegfest was a convention based on not wanting to hurt animals. Like, we were there as the minority. People who didn't want to hurt animals come together to enjoy food that doesn't hurt animals and fashion that doesn't hurt animals. It was just so sad. It made me really, really sad. I mean, there's so many good things about Vegfest, and I'm not at all trying to say it's a bad thing. I just think it's really sad that was our common interest, is that we don't think animals should be hurt because there are alternatives for everything. And that's why Vegfest exists. And it's just so, like, Vegfest shouldn't exist. There should be no need for it. It just really brought that home for me. But it was so much fun, and I ate lots and lots of delicious food, and I loved it. I bought this Pacifica Mediterranean fig perfume, which is really, really nice. Now, perfume is one of those things where when I first got into minimalism, I thought, you know, it's a luxury, I don't need to be buying perfume. But it's also one of those things that I really like. So I went without it for a few months, and then I kind of missed it, so I felt like it did have a place in my life. But I just really I like smelling nice, and I like being able to smell myself. It's just like another sense, adding another dimension into your day, I guess. Jade Green Vegan has a store. So I'd seen some of her stuff already, but I bought a bag that says "Friends in my heart, fruit in my cart," which I thought was very nice. And it's already covered in cat hair. We bought some salted matcha caramel protein, and it tastes like proper. It tastes like food. Per 100 grams, 71 grams of protein, which is absurd, frankly. So I highly recommend this. And also at Vegfest, there was a spinny wheel thing, and Charles span it, and he got a free like a shaker, a Vivo Life shaker. This is Vivo Life as well, I think. Where does it say Vivo Life? Oh yeah, Vivo Sport says at the top there. And they're just a really, really good company, and that booth was sort of surrounded by lots of YouTube vegan bodybuilding celebrities, which was really cool seeing them in real life. It's just a nice little blender. Yeah, this is Charles anyway. I might use it actually, because I quite like it. But ultimately, Vegfest was really, really good, and the selection was incredible. If you are ever near one, I highly recommend going, just because the feeling is really nice. The feeling of sort of being somewhere where you can eat any of the food, and all of the people are on your wavelength, and that's really nice. Yeah, I wasn't expecting for it to feel sad, but it felt really sad, and it fully needs supporting. It's an amazing thing, and I'm really glad I got to go. But I just wish no one hurt animals. And I'm sorry if you're not vegan and you're watching this, and I don't know what you would make of this, but yeah, it was just proof as well. I mean, as I said, we had a steak sandwich, like it was this seitan steak sandwich, and it was like swimming in cheese, and it was just such a good meaty sandwich, and for that just to be completely plant-based, and the amount of cheese that was on offer, and you know, you can get all the different kind of milks. And if you are considering going vegan, there are so many different options. And if you're considering going vegan, and let me know in the comments, because I will happily, you know, help you out however I can. I will happily give you recipes, or and especially if you're here in the UK, I can tell you which supermarkets are the best for which product, and you know, I can kind of hold your hand through the whole thing, because I don't care about anything as much as I care about this, I guess. So if you are someone who's considering going vegan and you think that I could be of some help to you, just get in touch. I will do everything that I can. Yeah, I guess that's what I'd like you to take away from this. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope that wasn't too dreary. And if you want to follow me on my Instagram, please feel free. And thank you so much for following and subscribing, and I will see you in my next video. I'll see you later. Goodbye.